What the fuck happened? It is January 19th. It's gone. For now. I think it'll be back personally, but like what? I originally recorded a video that is still being processed. Um I'll probably try to get this one out by the end of the day or January 20th. Um I originally made a video. I was talking about like ban. I was like, everyone's stressing about it. They're not even going to remove it off the app. You could just keep using it. It'll just eventually get outdated. But they're just shutting the servers down for America. Hello? Like I'm obviously not a big influencer or on here, not on TikTok, not on Instagram. I have like little small followings on all of them. I have like maybe not even 1,000 put together on all three. Like give or take. Maybe 900 something. But like I've like gotten like a few hundred thousand, not 100,000, a few thousand likes. Um and like that's just like a cool thing to do. But there is the influencers on there that have literally made it their living and now they are basically unemployed. And there's some influencers that I feel like that's good for them. They really needed to get a job. But they're just like doing it for I don't know. But there's some people that like generally have like passion behind it, like general passion and care for the game. Like obviously not anymore, but like creators like they don't really use TikTok anymore. They switch to YouTube or streaming. Like Max Taylor Lifts, Joe Bartolozzi, uh those are two that come to mind. But then there's like other creators like I can't even know. I don't even know. And like it I know Trump is going to do like the 90-day extension, but realistically, how much pull does he have on something that almost unanimously went through Congress? Which when is the last time we've seen that happen? Like that's crazy. I'm not saying because there was a certain company that lobbied to get it banned. You know who you are, little lizard boy. Yeah, screw you, lizard boy. Um, but even if like Trump, like who originally, if I'm not correct, fact check me, because it's been a long time. I was only like 13, 14, but originally he in, instituted tried to institute a TikTok ban in 2020. But now, like, because obviously, like, it got him a lot of young followers and voters, he's like, oh, it's chill, which is like, yeah, I mean, yeah, makes sense. But it's like, how much pull is he really going to have? He could get that 90-day extension. We have TikTok for 3 more months. Then what? This will probably be like my only like political video. But like, dude, no matter like what your like political standpoint you are, you should be questioning why they're doing this. Because like, sure, it's like, oh, they're selling your data. AT&T just had a huge data leak last year. Where's their punishment? Data gets sold all the time on all these other websites. My data's already out on fucking who knows where on the dark web because of who knows what. Because like fucking there's Timu. Timu sells your information. That's not banned. Maybe it will be. Um, I got these. I got these Pokemon keycaps from a overseas brand. I believe they sold my information because it was either this or Timu. Because recently, this was like a few years back when I was still young and didn't really do research or consider my information being sold. But I bought this and some stuff off Timu, and then my credit card, not credit card, my debit card got hacked. or info got stolen and someone's trying to get in. What's up with that? And there's also like, I just my sister brought up the point, like there's just so many other issues that are very big in America right now, and they're worried about TikTok, which is like, yeah and no. She brought up the L.A. wildfires, California fires. Not much we could do about that because because the TikTok ban's been in like plan for years, and that's kind of like a recent thing that just happened. But like other examples, like I'm not going to get too crazy into that because I don't want to get too political. Um, but there's obviously a lot. I accidentally hit stop recording. There's actually a lot of other issues going on in our country, and the only thing that we could get both sides to agree on is banning TikTok. Hello? I digress. Not really, but I digress off saying hello to the screen. Um anyway, like no matter like Democrat, Republican, liberal, conservative, question why they're doing this cuz I think there's one of the reasons behind it is how like educated is making people um not educated, but how much it makes people question because there's obviously it is such a huge platform. You're going to find everything on there. You're going to find a lot of misinformation. You're going to find a lot of true information, and you're not going to know which is which. And there's obviously a lot of people that don't do their research and just go with what they see. Do your research. Um, but there's a lot of things and ideologies that I developed because of TikTok, because of either misinformation I saw, information I saw, and then I confirmed through research. There's also a lot of creators on there of all political ideologies and all ideas that have platforms and share their ideas that get exposed to new people that then get exposed to these ideas and go and see these ideas. I know there's a few socialist accounts that have huge followings, and they're American followings. Huge groups of people that like the socialist idea. I'm not saying I'm a socialist, but there's a following. I know there's a Marxist account, huge following. Um, and obviously there's like huge creators that institute institute a want for people to be educated and to know what is going on behind the scenes, like Hazanabi, who's not a TikToker, he's a streamer first, but also has a huge following on TikTok. Um, can't really think of who else. I would check, but I can't open the app, which is insane. Which I don't know the facts because I would get my facts on TikTok. Uh, and I literally woke up maybe like 45 minutes an hour ago, and I'm not like I was showering, eating breakfast, and stuff, and I was like, I probably shouldn't make. I probably shouldn't. I mean, it's not like I need to make the video. It's not like you guys are like, please, Chewy Can, please give us your opinion on the TikTok ban. It's just something I wanted to do while I have free time. Um, I mean, which I could have been using to research. But what I've heard, haven't confirmed, is the CEO basically said, if Biden's not doing anything, we're waiting for Trump, and no one can use it till then. Because Biden basically said, we're not doing anything, handing off to Trump. After he said, yeah, you're going into, I don't know how to pronounce it, oligarchy, which is basically a form of government ruled by rich pricks, which looks like we might be going into with how cuddled up. Some of these billionaires have been trying to get to Trump, especially Elon Musk. Changing topic. I don't know if this was for everyone, but I know for like people my age, back in like 6th, 7th grade, 8th grade even, we were like, wow, Elon Musk, this guy's cool. He's like real life Tony Stark, Bruce Wayne, um, rich. We wanted to take us to Mars, and he likes anime. Wow, this guy's cool. He's like based AF. The disappointment I felt the more he changed. Or not even the more they changed, the more like he just like reveals his self, his like pettiness and whatever to. And like it all started when he bought Twitter. Like, oh my god, like you're a cornball. What are you doing? Why are you saying this stuff? It's like I just remember like watching PewDiePie and he'd be like, "Yeah, Elon Musk is kind of cool." I'm like, I guess Elon Musk is kind of cool." And then I saw that he was in an episode of Rick and Morty. I was like, I guess he was kind of cool." And then now he's beefing with Asmongold on Twitter over a video game. You're the richest, like you're like the richest man on the planet, or one of. I don't remember. You're beefing with a Twitch streamer on your own website, and you removed his verification check. I think you shadow banned him. Dude, you're doing what like I would do if someone pissed me off in my Discord server when I was like 12. And I know you're not going to see this, Elon Musk. Bitch. Fuck you. But dude, you're a cornball. You're a little piece of shit. And I don't know if like any of you guys watch Connor Eats Pants, but he does this thing called Fortnite Fridays, where he brings on a guest and interviews them while they play Fortnite. He's had people like former Congressman George Santos, Elmo, the Costco guys, Tiger King, Lil Pump, I can't really remember who else. Recently, I think 3 weeks ago, he had Adrian Whitman, I think Adrian something man, who strangely had the same speaking patterns and attitudes and mannerisms as Elon Musk. And whenever Adrian is asked something about Elon Musk, he would very much glaze him or hype him up. Like he asked Connor Eats Pants asked Adrian how he feels about the Cybertruck blowing up. He was like, I was really happy that it was a Cybertruck because the Cybertrucks are really safe. What? Huh? What? Which I guess is kind of true. Because like if it was a gas car, it probably would have had a bigger explosion because it was just a Cybertruck with a bomb in it, I believe. But it's like that's obviously you, Elon Musk. And because during the whole stream, it was I don't know how long it was. Elon Musk like didn't really tweet, but after it ended, like just a flurry of tweets from Elon Musk. And like that whole stream, he was so corny. Oh my god, it was bad. He was like, "Can you name 3 women?" He's like, "I don't want to." And then he's like, and then Connor's like, Grimes, and his other like 2 wives or whatever he had. Like, it was so bad. It was so corny. And Connor does this thing where he tries to like rage bait the guest if they deserve it. Like, obviously he's not gonna rage bait. I mean, maybe he did. I didn't watch it. He's not gonna rage bait big justice of the Costco guys. Like that kid's like 12. Like what is he gonna do? I know he asked him like Boom or Doom questions. He's like Boom or Doom Xbox, and he's like, oh, I love Xbox. Boom, PlayStation. Doom. Girls, that girls get a boom. What dystopian society do we live in? Like, what are the Costco guys going to do now without TikTok? Like, is people? No one's watching their YouTube videos. I mean, their music. Some of their music actually, like, their music is kind of silly and fun to listen to sometimes. I mean, they just made a song with that one band that like it's just I think they're called the AMC band. It's just like one like husky guy and a bunch of skinny white guys, and the husky guy just does a Jack Black impression, and that's literally like all they've been known for like 4 years. He'll just be like, "Oh, a long ass fucking time ago in a town called Kickapoo, there lived a humble family, religious through and through." Or he'll be like, "Ba dee ba da da ba ba bee," whatever from the Pick of Destiny, Tenacious D. Or I am Steve. Whatever. They make silly music like, you know me as the Rizzler. I'm the Panther dressed in black. Once I give your girl the Riz face, she ain't never coming back. Like that motherfucker. This motherfucker was on Jimmy Fallon. The Rizzler. Like the only times like I feel like it's someone would blow up and go on a talk show was like Ellen times. Like someone like fucking the backpack kid. Like motherfucker just and went on Ellen. And obviously like the Rizzler's funny and like I fuck with the Rizzler. But like why is he on Jimmy Fallon? Could you really get no other guest? Jimmy Fallon? So you brought the Rizzler? I digress. Back to the ban. So the ban is not just specifically banning TikTok, it is banning anything that is not owned by an American company, or I think it's either an American company or specifically owned by Chinese. It's probably not an American company. That would make more sense. I don't remember. It's been like a week or two since I like read it. Um, that the American government seems is running or operating unlawfully. So not only TikTok, any other app that they deem or program or game or website. And there's been rumors that Marvel Rivals could be including that because they're run by NetEasy Games, which is a Chinese-owned company. And I don't think it's going to get banned, but like, if it allegedly gets banned, that is like, I'm not saying like all Marvel Rival players are American, but hypothetically, if they were, I mean, obviously, there's way more TikTok followers than Marvel Rival followers. But if they ban Marvel Rivals, and this is like Marvel Rivals right now is deemed to be like one of the best games that has dropped in a while. Like so many people have been having fun with this game, including me. I have not had this much fun in a game. Besides web fishing, web fishing Marvel Rivals. There's like two games I feel there's like true passion behind development in. I haven't had like this much fun with a game that like I'll be like sitting around and like I'll go play this right now. I haven't had that since probably Rainbow Six Siege last year. And that's only because I want to get ranked just so I could like brag and be like, hey, I'm a higher rank than you to my friends. Like this game is like I play ranked, I'll play quick play, I don't care, it's fun. Um maybe Fortnite. I mean Fortnite is like an anomaly. Like no matter how old I get, I've always came back to Fortnite. There was that weird like 2020 21 phase, which a lot of people went through, I think, where they're like, Fortnite's weird. Fortnite's for kids. I'm a big boy. Motherfucker, you were 13 saying that Fortnite's for kids. What are you doing, bro? And I'm like genuinely upset because like apparently I missed some like the most fun times of Fortnite, like the first Marvel season. Sorry, nose clogged up a little. 8:44. What was I saying? I didn't lock in, but like I always come back because like there's always like it's just a game to like play and talk with your friends too. Um, and also like unites friends. I got friends in New York, Texas, Cali. They'll be like, "Hey, you want to play Fortnite and talk?" Yes. Cause it's like one thing to like just call a friend and catch up. Very nice to do. Very fun. But I get to play as Hatsune Miku on top of that. Hell yeah, dude. You mean I get to you're Peter Griffin, I'm Hatsune Miku, and we're catching up about school and life and work? Fuck yeah. That's awesome. That's kick ass, bro. Um like what recently I didn't play like for a whole month because like I was busy with work and school and stuff. But then Hatsune Miku dropped. I'm like, I may hop back on Fortnite. This is kind of awesome. And it's also like they have Fortnite Festival, which is it's good Guitar Hero. It's a little choppy. I don't like it as much as like Clone Hero or whatever, but it's like they have every song on there, like ever, not ever, but like every like song that you could think of in your head. Like think of a song, it's probably in there. Well, I know some of you are like little niche music nerds. Think of a popular song, and it's probably in there. Um, like Super Bass by Nicki Minaj is unironically so fun to play. It's like this one for the boys in the boomy system, up and down with the cooling system, blazing up. She real, deal. He might have a deal. Pablo, popping the pills. He might sell coke. Yep, it's me, guys. Nicki Minaj. You got me. Um, it's fun. I'm trying to think like what other. I was talking about Marvel Rivals potentially getting banned. I don't think it will, but like this law is crazy. Because I personally, obviously, America should ban things that are like bad for citizens. Like I don't know, military grade weapons. Um, but TikTok, an app where like I'm not saying you should be able you should say like anything you want on social media. Like you shouldn't be like calling people the hard R. You're a little weird for that. Get a life. But like you can do that, and obviously like I'm gonna like hate on you for doing that. But you can do that because like that's your right to do that. Um, but like banning this app, which is like a right of our freedom of speech, it's kind of insane. Because like they're saying like oh we're banning it because the information being sold to China. It's banned in China too. The CEO is from Singapore, though I think I read somewhere that he has a Chinese passport. It's not 100% confirmed. I would have to do my research on that, as would you. Do your research on this shit. Um, the only two countries that I know of off the top of my head that have TikTok banned are Russia and China. What is two things that those two countries have in common? Urethra. communist dictators. Awesome. So we are following the steps of 2 dictator countries. Dope. And our president says we're going into an oligarchy. Dope. Nice. What the fuck? I am just grateful that all this is going down while I am in college. So, whatever happens in the next 4 years, I'll be in college. After that, next 4 years, hopefully, new guy in charge, or new everything in charge, because holy, there's so many psychos in Congress. Have you seen that one lady that's like, we're not trying to ban TikTok to ban it. We're trying to ban it to make it better. Tic-tac-toe. Shut up! Cornball? Like half these people in like the government don't even know how to like route their Wi-Fi correctly without calling the IT guy. They still like think floppy disks are like mainstream media or something. Like these are old ass motherfuckers. And there's only like I saw like Hazan talking about this. Like there's only so many people that go into politics for the love of the game, and then they go in, they're like, oh, there's not very much game here. It's just money, really, money and power, and they get like a taste of that power, and they're like, oh, I don't really care for the game anymore. Obviously there's some good politicians with pure intentions, but a lot of them just get bought off. A lot of corruption. And this isn't just in America. It's obviously in every country and every form of government. Every form of everything. There's always going to be corruption in some way, shape, or form. But especially with like Gen Z finally like reaching the age where some of them could go into politics. I only know of a few that have got into politics. Excuse me. I can't remember their names. There's one in Texas and one in Oklahoma, and I saw they made like a big splash when they first got in. I haven't really heard anything since, but it's not like they're like House representatives of Oklahoma. Like obviously, I don't live in Oklahoma, so I'm probably not going to hear that much about it. Um, but it's like now's the time more than ever to like start instituting um change or wanting change. Because like, dude, they just banned one of the most popular apps, and you see like people are moving to Red Note, an app literally owned in China, like owned by China. It became the number one apps on the App Store, like instantly. People are learning fucking Mandarin to use this because they like TikTok's addicting. I've spent I've spent hours on TikTok because like if I don't know what I want to do, I'll go on TikTok. Or if I'm pooping, I'll go on TikTok. Or before bed, TikTok. Wake up, TikTok. It's addicting. Yeah, and TikTok ultimately had like probably the best algorithm I've ever seen. Like there's very rarely been what instances where there's been a video I'm like, ew, get this shit off my feed. Like it's got your feed down to a T. Like I go both ways. I like one edit of one person. I see that person for the rest of the day. Recently it's been Slimesicle, Henry Cavill. I need to take English. And J Schlatt edits. What else? Like a lot of Marvel Rival shit. A lot of like the last day, Captain goes down with the ship, and it's crazy. I this whole like thing is crazy. Maybe I'm just getting older and realizing how crazy shit is. Cause like obviously when you're a kid, you don't gotta worry about shit. But even in that case, I don't think there's been like anything this like massive that they just like straight up ban something. Anyway, I have got places to be soon. So this was Thinking with a Twink. And I don't know what I'm gonna do.